Welcome everyone to another session of our career webinars. Today we have a career readiness essential series, which means we're going to explore a topic that is super helpful for any career field, no matter what you study, no matter what you do. This is something that helps you improve your career development, right? So what are we going to discuss today? So today we're going to explore strategies for successful networking, and this is going to be done by Mariana Gercovich, our amazing speaker for today. So let us review what we will learn in this webinar. So the first thing you will learn is to shift your networking mindset, okay? Most people understand networking in a way. We're going to see this is not the best way. So you will understand what successful networking actually is and how to avoid the most common mistakes that most people make when approaching networking this way, right? The second thing you will learn is how to maximize your network opportunities. We all have a network, right? And we all need to start creating our networks if you still haven't started. So you need to understand the unique power of your strong ties. Those are people you know, your career, your friends, and the power of weak ties, which is people you know randomly. And then you will need to expand your reach, understand why diversity is very important, and then start taking action, right? And for that, we have Mariana. Mariana is a career coach and consultant based in Buenos Aires, Argentina. She specializes in employability, CV writing, and interview preparation. She has a lot of experience in career transitions and job reinvention, and she empowers individuals and organizations to enhance their professional skills and achieve their career goals. So I'm very happy, Mariana, for you to be here with us. And without further ado, I invite you to just take the floor and share this very amazing topic for today.
Okay, so I'll do so. Please tell me if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, so I start the slideshow, just a minute. Trying to change the view. Okay. Okay, so.
You need to go back, right?
Yeah, I need to go back. Yes, of course, so sorry. Okay, here I am. Okay, so hello, everybody. I hope that you are all right and full of energy to try to understand the importance of networking today, okay? So what is networking and what are we going to do today to understand more about it? So step one, as Mita said, step one will be to shift to the right mindset. To understand the power of your network, diversity of channels and outreach, and take action. It is very important that you know that there are some facts that are very, very important now. 70% of the jobs are never published, okay? Never posted. The 85% are found by people that refer you. It is called the hidden job market. The best roles are never posted. So where are they coming from? From your network. So that it's the importance that you have by networking. Okay, so networking starts right away. Okay, it may come from any conversation that you have. So shift your mindset about networking. Effective networking is a relational investment. It's nothing to do with give and take. That is a transactional approach. You know, when you try to, I don't know, maybe go to someone in particular to tell them to know you because you have a very good CV and that you would like to work where they are working, for example. That's not correct. So try to network with someone in a friendly way, if we can say that, okay? It's a matter of being patient and trying to establish a long-lasting relationship with people for them to deliver you to the jobs that they know that they are available. Okay, so how are these networking wings? They are mutually beneficial. The relationship focus on creating, building trust. That's the important thing. Transactional, it's another thing. Transactional is, for example, going, as I told you before, going there, asking for a job, or sending the CV online. I was a recruiter myself for a long time, and I got a lot of emails or messages by LinkedIn sending me directly the CV. It wasn't very nice for me. It was like overwhelming. I as I preferred, and I prefer now, if someone starts by, taking an approach, talking to me about what I do, builds credibility. I would know what they are, who they are, by the way they approach to me. Okay, that they really would like me to know them in depth and not just, sending the CV that it's, for me, it's nothing because I really don't know them as a person. Okay, so people who connect with others in that way don't build trust. Okay, you need to build some what we call rapport. That's relationship that is more from the heart than from from an impulse that you want to right away get the answer. Okay, the way of networking in a relational way, it opens doors. Maybe not at the moment, not right away, but eventually people will remember you because of the way that you had when you sorry, when you knock at their door. Okay, yes, makes sense.
Mariana, this is something that I want to highlight because this is really important, right? So essentially, transactional networking, what this means is like the idea of really having in mind that you need to get some information, that you need to get a lead to a job, that someone needs to give you something, right? You approach, you go to a meeting or you meet someone and then you think, what can this person give me, right? And this is not the right mindset because you don't know this person, you cannot approach directly without having established a relationship first, like to know they don't know you basically, right?
Yeah.
So that perspective will fail, right? Because no one wants to just be in an event and then have someone come and ask for something. What we need to focus is really think that we want to create this approach where we are going to build more something of a connection, a relationship where I, as a person, will try to get to know the other person, right? What they in which industry they are, what they're interested at, like create a human factor, right? So with this mindset, we really understand the powerful, the power of this approach, right? So, and as Mariana just explained, this really creates opportunities for the future, even if right now we don't know what that will be, right?
Okay. So, how are you going to approach? That's the way. That's the key question. How? Okay? In a networking event, for example, if you go right away and tell someone, please, can you refer me to a job in your company? Wrong. Okay? So it would be better if you approach in a very smooth way, like I'd love to hear about your career path at your company. What do you do? What do you enjoy the most about your work? Okay, so being curious shows interest. That's the importance. And to be very respectful with the other. All relationships are like this. So maybe if you really are a little bit anxious when you are in a event, maybe you can try to think that it's another kind of event, that you are presenting yourself to people. They are just people at the end, okay? So you never go right away to ask for, would you come to dinner to my house tomorrow? No, you are going to go in another way, okay? Yeah, identifying even small points in common, make conversation feel natural in terms of forth. For example, what is your football team? Okay, where do you study? Okay, trying to find that small points in common. It's very important. You can talk about that, and that will, go right away to another kind of conversation in no time. So that is interesting. Okay, be a giver and not a taker. What does it mean? You are always going to talk about the person that you have in front. Start by talking about what they do. If you know who they are and you love their work, so go there, congratulate them. Okay, you have read the last post, so congratulate them on that. This is something that people like to hear about them. The ego goes up, so you need to be like that. Okay, and it is interesting when it happens to you. Think about yourself. What do you like the most? People coming to you and telling something nice to you first. Okay, so then the relationship will grow with time. Of course, you need to nurture that. Okay, you need to go back home and send a thank you message, okay, with something that you've learned about him. And maybe then, in I don't know, maybe 2 weeks or a month, you can continue networking and connecting with that person. Okay.
Diana, I
So,
wanted to say something regarding the
yeah.
last point, because one way to expand a network is to connect with our university professors. For that, if you went to the course and your university ended, don't just disappear. Follow them on LinkedIn. If you see they have published something, or if they've been promoted, congratulate them. And if you could create a nice relationship during your university, send them a personalized message telling them what you're doing now, because in the future, you never know. If, for instance, you need a recommendation letter, it's not polite to come back 2 years later without no contact in between and saying, hey, professor, I need a recommendation letter. That's not good practice.
Yeah.
You want in between to be able to say, okay, I kept in contact with this person, so they know me, they remember, and I don't look like that I'm trying to get something from me, right? So that's very important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's correct. Exactly. Okay, so Mirta mentioned at the beginning what and who are in your network, okay? Your network is formed by people that you already know, the strong ties, okay? Strong ties or connection, close friends, family, mentors, colleagues that you interacted often, okay? These people give you trust and emotional support, deep guidance and advocacy, reliable collaboration. The limitations of this are the time intensive to build and maintain, and the circle often knows the same information that you have, and you need different information because you already know that, okay? So the best use is to build long-term support, mentorship, and career advocacy with that people. What happens with people that are acquaintances or weak ties or connections? So I like that about acquaintances, people that, are casual acquaintances. LinkedIn contact, classmates, even some even connections, and even people that are friends of a friend of yours. Okay, and there are many more. If you start thinking about your casual acquaintances, they are really very. You have a lot of connections in that way. You never know who will open a door for you, so always be professional and warm with people. Okay, this is easy to create. Is a relationship that is easier because it's just being kind with someone, talk friendly, and these will give you access to diverse networks. Not the same as yours, okay? It will open other circles that you never could have reached alone, okay? So the limitations are that you don't have a big trust with them, okay? You don't know who the other person is really in depth, but you don't need that at this point, okay? You just need them to know who you are, what you do, and hello every now and then, okay? But maybe they are going to be someone important in your life. So the best use is to discovering the job leads that may expand your perspectives and quick collaboration with that person. So strong ties, people that are close to you. Weak ties are your acquaintances. Okay.
Mariana, to this
Yeah.
point, I want to also, this is very, very, very important because many times we think that when we want to find a job, an internship, or some advice, we go to the people we already know, right? To our strong ties, like Mariana just explained. These are classmates, people that share the same information we have. And we usually look only there. We don't pay attention to other options, which is maybe these people that are not necessarily related to my university or professional. Is maybe people I know for an activity that I go hiking with, or that I play board games. And someone in a conversation may say, oh, my ex company is hiring. And this may be information, lateral information that initially you're playing games, so you're not thinking, oh, I'm thinking I'm looking for a job right now, right? So in an informal conversation, you can also find valuable information. So the importance of weak ties is paying attention to everything you do, how this could potentially lead to new information and opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You don't need to go with a pitch about what you do, but with acquaintances. It's just, a light conversation where you mention who you are and what you do, okay? Eventually, okay? So why it is important that you extend your network? It is important because you will get fresh ideas. Connecting with people from different fields leads to creative breakthroughs and original ideas. Okay, they are different from you. They come from different environments. Okay, and something that is very interesting: if you are all the time with the same kind of people, you have the same information as they have. So avoiding echo chambers. What does it mean? Is that a diverse network will protect you from hearing again the same opinions and exposing to the same perspectives that you already have. So what you need is fresh air, new ideas, new people around the circle. So that is a very good opportunity that you have, okay? And this kind of ideas, new ideas, will pay off in the long term, okay?
Ariana, let me add something because I
Yes,
have an
of
example
course.
for everything.
Yeah.
One thing I did once that it was really interesting, there's this app called Meet App. I think it works in most countries, where you can find different activities from people who like doing many variety of things, right? And in this case, I was interested in the agile movement because I started some course on agile project management and wanted to learn more. And this was such a good community of people who apply agile methodology in their organizations. And this was organized for free with the idea of invite new people. And I participated in these events and I learned so much, and I added so many people on LinkedIn. And that's not something that I usually do. It's not one of my topics, but now I know about this. And now I follow more newsletters on LinkedIn about the agile philosophy, and it's super interesting. So we should never underestimate the power of doing courses, even in doing courses in things that ideally we don't know much about, but we're interested. So expanding these networks, right?
Great. Oh, I cannot change the, I don't know why, but I'm stuck here with this.
Maybe if you press escape and then you try again.
I don't know what happened. Just a minute. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Where with this one?
Yes.
Okay,
3 mistakes to avoid.
So sorry about that. It was the latter.
The other one, 3 mistakes. Yes, perfect.
Okay, so how to network and where to network?
The 3 mistakes
online.
that we were
Sorry?
we didn't cover the 3 mistakes to avoid.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Avoid common mistakes. So sorry about that. Okay. Yes. My mistake. Okay, so over relying on strong ties. What is to over rely on strong ties? Is that okay? You pretend to have the best relationship in the world, in your family or in your best friends, that they are going to give you a job tomorrow. But that's not it. That's not ever like that. You know, you need to go out and take on account the importance of loose connections. Okay, this is the thing that you have to pay attention to. Don't ignore people outside your field, and we were talking about that. They are the bridge to a very interesting network, and they have unexpected opportunities for you. I was talking once to a friend of mine, and his father was a doctor, and he worked at a very interesting hospital that had a mental health facility. And I was studying as I'm a psychologist as well. I was studying, and he opened a door for me, and I can, I could get in there and start my first steps with little children. So it was very nice to be talking to the father of a friend of mine. Okay, that was a casual family friend. Okay, that can give you an opportunity. So never underestimate weak ties. Research shows that acquaintances are often more likely to lead to new jobs than close friends. They expand your reach to companies that were never on your radar and giving you an inside track. Okay. Online or in-person networking, both. Okay. If you start by having a relationship with someone in person, then you need to go online to continue talking to that person. So never forget to have your QR code that you have in your LinkedIn app, and try to take a screenshot and have it near you, because they can scan your QR and have you online. Okay, so your best network is built by using both in-person and digital channels. The strength of your network depends on how you balance them. In-person interactions like meeting at a career fair spark trust and build the foundation. Online platforms like LinkedIn sustain and scale that trust by keeping you visible long-term. That is what I mean. It's like you are, going around the city and trying to know someone in the first place. It's impossible to tap on the shoulder and say hello, and you never know who that person is. But maybe you can do it online. You can tap on the shoulder by sending a personalized message and know someone directly online. Okay, and maybe when the time comes, you can know that person in person. Okay, so one way or the other, but both are connected. Try both. Online networking, okay? What is the pro and what is the con, okay? Accessibility and scale, okay? The importance that you have, everyone at the tip of your finger, okay? You can contact with people from all around the world. It's super important that you try to figure out that you can really be a connection with someone that is impossible that you can reach out in person, okay? Asynchronous flexibility. It doesn't matter what time of the day is in another country. You can, try and continuously try connections at any hour of the day. Because they will read you when they wake up, when they have a time. The discovery and the reach that you can have while online working is amazing. If you really, really know how to use LinkedIn, for example, it's incredible. So try to go in depth to understand what LinkedIn is about. It's a world in itself. Everybody's there. It's more than 1 billion users. So please try to get there and get friendly with your LinkedIn, okay? And the cons, okay, they are not going to be those at the beginning, at least, they are not going to be your strong connections, okay? They are going to be, like it says here, surface level interactions. But, at the end of the day, if that person will be someone that open a door for you, okay, welcome, okay? There's high competition for attention. Maybe there are people that have a lot of messages and a lot of people asking for connections, and sometimes they won't accept you. And there's lower trust without any context where who you are or what you do. Okay, but it's not a race. It's like a marathon. I don't know if you understand what I mean that way. Okay, a race is just go and try to get there, and a marathon is when you are consistent and you have a pace and you know that you are going to be there. Okay, you're going to reach the goal whenever you can reach it, but you need to be consistent. In-person networking, on the other hand, you can have stronger first impressions. Of course, you have to prepare a pitch about yourself. You have to really know who you are, talk about yourself, thinking who the other person is or what kind of event you are going to, okay? You can faster build relationship with people there because there are emotions, the tone of your voice, the way you are, the way you conduct, and it fosters more higher trust and memorability, okay? And the cons here is the opposite. They are limited access and equity, okay? You cannot be everywhere. Maybe there are some events that you cannot attend, that are not available for you. Time and nerve investment, okay? You have to take your time, you have to control yourself, you have to, know about how to reach out, the way you conduct yourself. Sometimes where they live and where the event goes on. It's not something that you can manage. Okay, so start connecting. The sooner the better. Okay, who to connect with? Okay, this is important. We start with the tide of strong connections always. It's if you don't have anyone, if you have 10 people in your network, of course you will start with your peers because they will allow you to connect with the second degree. That's the friends of the friends. Okay, so they are going to be a bridge to open you to a bigger network. So you have to start with classmates, fellow interns, colleagues in your entry-level roles as well. They may become future collaborations, They will refer you, or even there are some hiring managers that may open a door for you in the future or right away. Okay, so study groups. Study groups is a very good place to start, or in your classmates, of course. Go to attend different teamworks, try to share a club in your university. Maybe you like a subject in particular, so go there. And then, of course, connect by LinkedIn, because when everybody graduates, you need to continue there. How to maintain that? Celebrate their milestones. Everything that happens should be congratulated, and share some resources that you have, and you will have their resources.
Marianne,
Mentors.
I had a story here. I did my master's in London, in the UK, and I had different, of course, classmates and got along with many of them. And of course, I added them on LinkedIn. And many years later, like 3-4 years, I was boosting my LinkedIn profile. And then I saw this classmate was looking for people to work at this remote company. And so in between, I had always been liking and commenting on her posts and everything. So I actually had seen that she was in a new job. And guess what? This is how I got this job at Virtual Internships, right? Because she knew me. We both studied education and international development. And of course, well, I did my interview and everything. But that's how I found out about the job, through a classmate.
Oh, that's great. That's great, Mirta. Okay. So that's the way, okay? Who can be another kind of connection is your mentors, of course. They are professionals that slightly ahead in their career path, okay? Recent grads, junior associates, or young managers. That is important that you know that these are more accessible than, executives that are not so accessible. I always say best to have middle executives or some junior associates in your network than CEOs, okay? Because the CEO will never read your profile, okay? They never will read your profile. Maybe they don't open their LinkedIn, okay? And when they stop to be a CEO, they are calling me for job reinvention, okay? So it's important to know that. Reach out via LinkedIn networks to these mentors, LinkedIn or introduction from supervisor, mention that you admire, what you admire about them, and ask one clear question to them, okay? If they can, relate you to some interesting material for you to read. Remember, you are not going to be in a transactional relationship, yes? Or when trying to build a relationship that, it's more emotional, okay?
Yes, and also, Marian, here is super important because mentors are essential in our career. And the sooner we build a network and find people who can really share their experience, the better, right? So this can be a professor in a university that later on you stay in touch because maybe you participate in the same reading club. It can be an ex supervisor. There are many ways. So this is very good piece of advice. Thanks, Marian.
Yeah, yeah, it's super important, okay? And of course, how to maintain is to continuously follow up after the advice and share progress, updates, express gratitude. Always don't, because maybe you think that they don't care, but they really care. We really care as mentors, okay?
Let me add here a story. I usually, when someone approaches me on LinkedIn and they ask for an informational interview, they want to know something, I offer my time. In this case, it was someone who was going to do leadership program that I had done in the past, right? So she wanted some advice. We met online. She shared about her and told me blah, blah, blah. And then I told her, after the program, let me know how it goes. I was really excited to know how she went, right? Because this was someone who approached me and she never replied. She never told me. She never wrote back. So I was very sad because I was like, wow, I share my time. And now I was really interested in knowing what happened, right? So if you ever do that with someone, then please send a message back, right?
Yeah, it happened to me the other day, but the other way around. Okay, I was surprised by a message from someone that I have been mentoring for 10 minutes, giving some kind of advice in a job fair, and she sent me a very nice message telling me that she got a job. Thanks for giving me advice in that short period of time that we were together. You meant a world for me. So that is very nice to hear from people
Exactly.
that
Super
you were
nice.
in contact with. Okay. So who can you connect with? Another alumni and affinity groups, second degree connections, industry professionals, and other kind of professionals. How are we going with the time, Mita? Sorry.
It's okay. I think you can explain this and then we're close to finishing, right?
Okay. So alumni and affinity groups, who I would love to hear from you, but we cannot Q&A now, okay? So alumni and affinity groups graduate, okay, someone put up their hand.
Okay, someone raised their hand. You can use the chat if you have a question, or maybe the mic if you raise your hand again. If not, Marian, you
Okay,
can continue.
okay. I was, someone put the hand up, but I don't know how to
No,
do
no,
this.
no one came back to
Okay,
say.
sorry. Okay. Why connecting to your affinity groups? Because they build, you share a background, you have trust with each other, and they offer you support as early career professionals. Go to events like this job fair, send a short LinkedIn note referencing your shared connection with them, stay active in group discussions, attend periodic meetups, and engage when you see alumni share updates, okay? So it is very interesting because they have gone the same career path, the same career path that you, and they will relate to you immediately. We love people that were there before us and behind us. Second degree connections, people that you meet through an introduction. That's a nice friend of a friend. As I told you, the father of a friend of mine that opened me the door for my first job in the hospital. Many internships and jobs are discovered through these hidden networks rather than public postings. That is the thing that I told you before. These people will open a door for you in their company, maybe, okay? How to start, ask the trust contact for an introduction that lead you with curiosity. For example, I'd love to learn about your career path into consulting, into psychology, into, whatever. Respect their time, follow up with thanks, and keep them updated if their advice leads to progress. Exactly what we were talking about before with Mirta. Industry professionals and other kind of professionals, they are very important. Leaders in your field, speaker, writers, content creators, or active LinkedIn contributors. How? By LinkedIn, of course. Remember the way to approach them, okay? Go around, try to be polite, talk about them, not talking about yourself, okay? Then they are going to go to take a look to your profile. If you do this, they will go to your profile. Can you see? It's a paradox, okay? You talk about them, they go to your profile to see who's the person that's so kind that it's praising about me, okay? It's praising me, sorry. Sorry about my English, today is a little bit rusty. Comment on their post, attend to their webinars, or send a short note referencing their work. Don't force closeness, maintain visibility by consistently engaging with their content over time. Another interesting thing that you can do is to read the comments that other people have done in one of your connections. For example, you follow a professor and he posted something interesting that you like, but someone in a comment says something that you are not in the line of his thoughts, okay? So you can comment on their comment and maybe establish a discussion there, and maybe that person will be the one who will open a door for you in the future, okay? So don't be shy. Don't be shy. In particular, don't be shy while you are on network, okay? But be polite and professional everywhere. Don't forget that. You're a professional even when you go out at night. Yes? Okay. Again, I'm trying to. Okay. Okay. Are you ready to be a strategic networking? Okay. So remember, you shift to the right mindset, okay, by focusing on building relationships based on trust and mutual value, not transactional, okay? The other one is not going to be a commodity for you, okay? It is a person with his story or her story, okay? Trust, mutual value. Understand the power of your network by nurturing your strong ties, but strategically target your weak ties. Remember these acquaintances. They are the key bridges to new opportunities. Step 3, diversity channels and outreach. If you go online, maybe in the future, in a job event, you can know that person in person. And if you are knowing that person in person, open your QR code and continue the relationship online. It's important. And have both also. People that live very far away from you are going to be very, very good connections for you as well, okay? And take action by identifying who to approach next, but try to do so, okay? When you start very slowly, things, are very, they wait a lot. But when you start right away, you get the taste of it and you will love it. Take my word for that.
And Marian, I
Okay.
think the best first step that we can take is connecting with you. Can you share your LinkedIn? I think it's in the next slide.
Of course, of course. Okay. Here. Okay. Stay in touch with me.
For me, one great piece of advice that I want to really stress from everything we've discussed today is really understanding that networking is about connecting with people, right? and being open to connecting with people from this curiosity mindset, right? It's like approaching, you never know, maybe the place you go to the bakery, right? This person, they have their daughter who studies, another customer, like you never know connections, how they come, right? Friends of people we know. So really understanding that networking is everywhere, right? Is a really change of mindset that is very, very beneficial. And definitely when you approach someone on LinkedIn, like I hope you do now with Mariana, please send an introduction message, right? Say, hey, Mariana, I participated at your networking webinar. It was really interesting. Thanks for being part of my network. Always personalize the message you're sending to someone. That's the first step in networking. So the other person knows you took the time to write some words in order to connect with them. Okay? So Mariana, yes.
Sorry, I would like to say something. If you have your LinkedIn is the usual one, you will have only 6 personalized message, okay, for the person that you would like to introduce yourself to, okay? 6 personal per month, okay? So remember that we are ending the month right away in a couple of days. So use this 6 personalized message for people that you really would like to have a connection with, okay? And if not, okay, connect. And
That's a good
try.
goal. Make sure you use your all 6 connections, because I think most people, we didn't even know we had 6 free connections. That means we don't
Per
use them.
month.
So yes, but I think that's a good challenge to say, okay, now I'm going to use wisely my 6 connections, implementing all the tips that Mariana shared with us. Mariana, thank you very much for everything you shared with us. And thank you everyone for having been here with us today. I wish you a great continuation of your day, whatever you are. Bye-bye. Thank you,
Bye.
guys. Bye-bye.